I aspire to win a championship, Bonner responded. I desire to obtain another championship. I consider myself a winner. I've always been a winner, and there is no more fulfilling experience. Bonner now aims to impart her championship pedigree to the Fever. She joined Indiana, marking her third franchise, on a one-year contract valued at $200,000, as reported by Her Hoop Stats. Bonner dedicated the majority of her career to Phoenix, where she was selected fifth overall out of Auburn in the 2009 draft. She received the Sixth Player of the Year award with the Mercury from 2009 to 2011 and secured a championship title in her rookie year. Additionally, she claimed another championship with Phoenix in 2014 as a pivotal starter alongside Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner. In 2020, Bonner transitioned from Phoenix to Connecticut through a sign-and-trade agreement. Over the last 5 seasons, she played for the Sun, including 2 seasons under the new Fever coach, Stephanie White, contributing to the team's advancement to the WNBA semifinals in each of those years. Having faced a defeat in the 2022 WNBA Finals against Las Vegas, Bonner is eager for redemption. My foremost goal is to return to the finals, Bonner expressed. I reached that point and encountered loss, and it is an incredibly disheartening feeling, one that remains with me. I aim to get back there and ultimately secure a victory. That is the reason she is in Indiana. Bonner is among several notable acquisitions made by the Fever during this offseason, joining 2019 Defensive Player of the Year Natasha Howard and proficient three-point shooter Sophie Cunningham. These athletes are intended to complement the burgeoning talent pool of Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell, who propelled the Fever to a balanced 2020 record and secured their first playoff appearance since 2016 in the previous season. However, the Fever's management recognized the necessity for additional resources to contend for a championship. Throughout this offseason, the Fever have concentrated on recruiting players who not only align with the organizational culture, but also possess a background of success. Bonner is a 2-time champion. Howard has triumphed 3 times, and the Fever have also enlisted Sydney Colson, who earned 2 championships with the Aces in 2022 and 2023. Notably, Bonner has partaken in more playoff contests than any other player in WNBA history, 87, illustrating her understanding of the elements required for victory. You do not maintain such a lengthy career at this high level within this league without consistently comprehending what it takes to achieve excellence and attain success, White stated. Thus, by simply surrounding her, our younger players can glean insights from that. She represents a pivotal component due to her capability on the court, her presence in the locker room, and the wisdom she can offer our team on a daily basis. Furthermore, Bonner will not need to adapt to an entirely new system. Bonner transitioned to Indiana this offseason, following White, whom the Fever recruited from Connecticut. White also brought several members of her coaching staff, including assistant coach Austin Kelly and player development coach Keith Porter. In terms of both gameplay strategy and organizational culture, this alliance is highly suitable. She's been an exceptional friend and mentor to me, elevating my game to a new level, Bonner remarked. The coaching staff in Connecticut, including her and AK, contributed to what I consider to be my best season. Naturally, it also eased the transition, as I do not have to learn an entirely new system 15 years in, which would be quite challenging. I believe I will be adequately supported. I have faith in her and in the vision of this franchise. The inaugural day of Unrivaled's 1-versus-1 tournament proved to be eventful. Established players Brianna Stewart and Chelsea Gray experienced significant setbacks, while rookies thrived under the spotlight. The pace and intensity led to fan requests for a similar format for the NBA All-Star event. Amidst this, the Indiana Fever also garnered attention, largely due to the performances of Kalia Copper and Rhyne Howard. From the 8 players advancing to the second round, Phoenix Mercury star was the third. She needed to overcome 2023 Rookie of the Year Aaliyah Boston to secure her advancement and did so decisively. Despite her 4-inch height advantage, Copper's exceptional scoring prowess and relentless speed proved overwhelming for the Fever star. Boston, an integral member of Stephanie White's lineup, encountered difficulties in establishing her rhythm, leading to questions regarding her conditioning as she appeared fatigued during the closing minutes. Boston concluded the game with a shooting performance of 2 of 10 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, and 8 rebounds, culminating in an 11-6 defeat. Lexi Hull also struggled to match her opponent Rhyne Howard's offensive output. Although she scored the highest total points, 7, among the losing team on that evening, it was insufficient to counter the shooting and defense exhibited by her fellow third-year player. The Dream Guard tallied 2 blocks and 12 rebounds after initially facing difficulties in finding her shooting rhythm. She departed the game with a 12-7 outcome. For a team currently engaged in discussions regarding its status as a championship contender for the forthcoming season, this performance was less than encouraging. Additionally, both players are experiencing lower scoring averages in the league, with figures of 6, 5, and 6, 1, respectively. Head coach Stephanie White has expressed optimism regarding the Fever's approaching season, particularly commending Boston and Hull for their energy and preparedness. And then you have Aaliyah Boston on the interior and Lexi Hull from an energy standpoint and knocking down shots. They're playing really confident basketball, the head coach remarked upon joining her new team. While Unrivaled presents a divergent narrative, Boston and White have established mutual confidence in one another. According to the new coach, the foundation appears robust as she seeks to build around her youthful core. Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, and Aaliyah Boston were regarded as the prominent trio of the Fever last season. While the combination of the former two creates considerable impact as a formidable backcourt duo, Stephanie White emphasizes that the synergy between the point guard and center is equally crucial. These two are the best, and when you think about the point guards and post players that our game, not just our league, but our game has seen, they are going to go down in history as the greatest, she asserts. Boston averaged 14 points and 9 rebounds during the previous season and is now prepared to progress under White's guidance. She affirms her commitment to the intensity and her appreciation for the trust the new coach has in the Fever's talent. However, upon returning to the court, Boston will be working alongside new teammates. Throughout the ongoing Unrivaled season, the team has welcomed DeWanna Bonner, Sophie Cunningham, Natasha Howard, and Sydney Colson. Caitlin Clark has voiced her enthusiasm for these additions, highlighting the various options they present. White has been explicit regarding her foundational trio of CC, Boston, and Mitchell. It remains to be seen how effectively the remaining components will integrate.